Friends, it's 4 5 days since we had the last interaction. I wanted to post this video for a long time, but somehow I said, okay, today. So we'll talk about the Central Vista redevelopment plan by the Union Government, Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, which was announced by 2019, so October, somewhere around that. Before coming to the present situation, let us talk about the history of what is called as Lutyens Delhi or New Delhi. So, a big coronation of George V, the King of England, was done in Delhi. It's called a place called Coronation Park, hardly 2 kilometers away from my place. I have visited it many times, but very few people in India know about that. A coronation as India's emperor. The British king was crowned as the Indian emperor on the banks of Yamuna, very close to Yamuna, in fact, in 2011. In that coronation meeting, King George V of England, and then the Emperor of India announced that the capital will be shifted from Calcutta to Delhi. There are many reasons behind that. One, they want to reduce the political power of Calcutta, which was becoming too hot for the British because of the growth of various underground organizations like Anushila and Samiti and all that. And the Bengali youth were in the forefront against the British rule. And apart from that, they want to shift to Delhi, which has been the seat of power in India from time immemorial. So they want to give that imperial hue to their. It's kind of the grandeur of the new capital will should make ordinary Indians feel that they are so inferior to the British. Probably that is also one of the reasons. Whatever it is, they decided that Mr. Lutyens, who was an architect in London, who never had such a done previously a project like this, who was designed mainly country estate buildings in England. He was chosen as the main architect for it. That's why it's known as Lutyens Delhi. And later, probably as an afterthought, they also brought in Herbert Baker, who has worked a lot. At that time, he was working in Cape Town in South Africa, and he's also worked in other countries like Australia also previously. So he was also brought in, so both jointly designed, but Lutyens was in charge of the overall project, including the Viceroy's house, which we call it as a presidential house right now. Whereas Herbert Baker was mostly involved in the design of the Secretariat, what is right now we call it as North Block and South Block. Both work together. Mr. Lutyens was never previously come to India before, so he wanted essentially European style buildings. The development was based on European style architecture of classical Rome, followed by all the European Victorian era, Gothic era buildings and all that. Whereas Baker also agreed with him to a large extent, but he also wanted some Indian elements to be incorporated. That later the British government intervened and said that for symbolic reasons, a lot of motives must be Indian also. That's why if you see North Block and South Block, we can find European style big columns and the corridors. They're all based on European style architecture. Whereas the dome is Indian style. There'll be jalis, the windows kind of a thing. Jali will be Indian architecture. There'll be chatris also, another aspect of Indian architecture. And they used red sandstone, which has been used in Agra Fort, later in Delhi Fort also. So Indian elements are also included. It's a kind of, that's why we call it a more like a it's a combination of Indo-Saracenic architecture and European architecture styles. That gives a very unique flavor to these buildings there. There are a lot of disagreements with Baker and Lutyens, and for example, Lutyens wanted the Parliament building to be a circular one, what's at present, whereas Baker wanted a triangular one. Ultimately, Lutyens prevailed in that, but certain things Baker put his foot down. Previously, the North Block and South Block were not designed to be on that place at all. The President Palace should be on the top of the Raisina Hill, Small hillock was there. Now also you can see that, and the path what is presently known as Rajpath, which intersects with previously it was Rajpath was known as Kingsway, which will intersect with Queen's Way, which will come from Connaught Place, CP. Both meet right now very close to what is present day India Gate. All this architecture, but North Block and South Block was not meant to be there. But Baker, who was in charge of the design of this, said, "I want to be on either side of the Viceroy's house." So that will be the main office complex, governing the whole of India. So therefore, they have to shift presidential palace little bit down. So now, right now, if you see from India Gate, you can't see the presidential palace on. Originally, it was on to be on the top of the Raisina Hill, little bit in front of the present day buildings, between North Block, South Block on either side, and raising what the present presidential palace. It should be somewhere maybe half a kilometer in the front. Right now, you cannot see the dome from the dome of the presidential palace because it's at the other side of the hill. Uh, you have to go down, up and down to see that. So that was changed because to accommodate North Block and South Block on either side. But the views from is just imaginable, unimaginable. The grandeur, it just takes a breath away. The lot of they're designed with lot of green spaces in mind, and either side beautiful lawns were designed on the Rajpath, and now also during the parade is being held, Republic Day parade is being held, and they put temporary galleries for people to watch and all those things. Beautiful trees or tree-lined avenues and all that stuff, etc. So it took almost 20 years for the whole thing to be designed and built, completely to be built. Before that, once the capital has been shifted, they worked from temporary premises. They destroyed some of the old palaces inside Red Fort, and still you can see the buildings there. And British constructed few new buildings. From there, India was governed. Slowly, these new offices and all those were built and all that. Now the government says that they want to redesign the whole New Delhi area. Uh, to commemorate with the 75th anniversary of Indian independence, that will be 2022. The key thing will be they want to construct a new. Thankfully, they have not decided to change the presidential palace. That will be still the same thing. But North Block and South Block, they will shift. That be changed, converted into museum, and the present. What do you call the parliament building, they'll construct a new parliament building next to it, 13-acre new building, which will be triangular in shape, and they say it will be much bigger, and it can accommodate 900 people. Probably I don't know whether the government has idea to increase the seats in Lok Sabha and also in Rajya Sabha also, we don't know. As of now, the present parliament is enough to house the 545 members of Lok Sabha and 250 members of Rajya Sabha. But they said it will be much bigger building. The seats will be much more comfortable, and the Parliament House can house the 1,350 people for a joint session of Parliament. Also 900 people for Lok Sabha. Maybe Rajya Sabha also maybe increase. We don't know that. That is one plan. And the another plan is all the government offices right now, North Block and South Block hosts Finance Ministry and External Affairs Ministry and all that. But other than that, all other offices or other buildings are also there. Now a lot of buildings will come on the lining the Rajpath. On either side, what is the present day lawns, they will construct modern buildings, functional modern buildings, where all the ministries will be, offices will be there. And Prime Minister's house will also shift from what is present day 7 Racecourse Road. Racecourse has been renamed also. I don't know, some idiotic name they have kept, I forget it, doesn't make any difference. To somewhere near South Block, and Vice President's house will be, present Vice President's house will be demolished, and he will come somewhere near North Block. That's the present plan, and around 20,000 crore is what the planned thing. And initially they want to construct the all the things will be completed by 2024, before next year Lok Sabha election. Maybe this can be shown as a showpiece to get votes for the next election, but the parliament building will be ready by 2022 to commemorate the 75th anniversary of India's independence. That's the idea of the ruling regime. And they have identified one Ahmedabad company, architectural company called HCP Designers. So they have been given the contract for all these things, etc. And this has been going on. The many, as I said, many lawns had to be demolished, trees had to be demolished, and all. And the land change pattern for that also permission has been a couple of months back in January has been given by Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. So it is going at a pace, like if they want to do, they will do it. Like the statue of Patel in Gujarat for 3,000 crore rupees. This is 20,000 crore rupees at the cost of estimate. Now the present day issues come there, whether it is needed or not. They say they want to build something like Washington Mall or Champs-Élysées in Paris. But it is, doesn't sound that way at all, because even if you go to Washington, the so-called mall is asymmetrical. The president's palace, the White House, is on one side and the buildings are on the other side. It is not same like the Indian architectural thing. And the present day is a grandeur architecture, so beautiful. Whether it is functional or not, we will come back to that later, because we cannot just live on nostalgia alone. Because the buildings house the important ministry, so it should be functional also. Many foreign, for example, former foreign secretaries like Nirupama Rao and Sujata Singh, who later served as UPSC member also, all have said that there is no need to change the foreign ministry from North Block, because it is already spacious, and maybe you can redesign the internal space within that, so you can utilize the spaces better. For that, there is no need to spend money. You can just have an architect to design or to make to make better use of the present facilities in North Block and South Block. That is one opinion of many bureaucrats, obviously retired bureaucrats. Present bureaucrats, they can't open their mouth right now. So whether it is needed or not at the present moment, probably the answer is not probably, definitely it is a no. Because the government right now says it doesn't have any money to fight the epidemic, COVID-19 epidemic, and how we are going to restart the economy, how we are going to help the poor people, particularly the laborers and the MSME sector. I've talked a lot about it, etc. That is a priority right now. Now the union government fiscal deficit itself is very high, and apart from that, union government is asking donations from the people to fight the COVID-19 epidemic. Why should we waste money on such projects? Some critics say that it's megalomaniacal project, is narcissistic project, it is vanity, vain, self-aggrandizement. All those things we are hearing it. Forget about all that. There is let me not talk about all these things. So the real thing is whether India right now needs it or not. Yes, we don't need it, because we need all the thing together to help the poor people of India. So every money is important. For example, the union government is not even given 30,000 crore, which is due to the states as their share as GST. States are asking, because everybody needs right now money for poor people, how to feed the people who are out of jobs right now. Poor people, children, we hear daily stories about the plight of the people there. And even without COVID-19 epidemic also, there is no need, because right now the structures are very beautiful. There is no problem at all with that, the grandeur and all the stuff and all that. It just takes your breath away, as I said that. Now I can't imagine Rajpath without all these lawns and the trees and this thing. We love that. We used to walk from there's a metro station, Vishwavidyalaya metro station. From there to half a kilometer away, other side is a North Block, South Block, and here probably around 1.5 kilometers will be India Gate. It's a beautiful thing there. The avenues, the thing you can walk down. People sit on the side, and in the evenings a cool breeze comes there. There is a small moat like stuff is there. Kids play. There are some small boats also play on that, and there's a nice breeze comes from that. So it's a beautiful thing. There is no need. Just I can't imagine a concrete buildings on either side of Rajpath. You can't even imagine that. You takes this a whole architectural beauty which has been done 100 years back, more than 100 years back, will be taken away just for no purpose at all, no reason at all. So many new buildings, concrete buildings have come. Even you can see Udyog Bhavan, you can see Rail Bhavan. All these are modern day buildings which are there to cater to the needs of the modern day functional ministries and all that. But why remove North Block and South Block when they are still functioning and stuff like that? If you want to increase the size of the parliament, let us have a debate whether we need to have a bigger Lok Sabha. Let's have a debate on that. Later, if every political party agree or not, let us bring will change the law in the parliament and constitutional amendment, and then if the need arises, we can build a new parliament building. Right now, the present day parliament building is enough to cater to the needs of present day parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And if you talk only about joint sessions of parliament, how many joint sessions of parliament have taken place so far? 4 5. So we cannot just like that create one building for a meeting which will take place once in 10 years, 15 years or so. Particularly the amount of money we are talking about, there are of course people criticizing that the way the contract for this has been allotted to this Ahmedabad Gujarat based group. They say it is closer to the ruling establishment, no proper transparent method has been followed in awarding the contract. There should have been a public discussions, consultations, whether to do this project or not, environmental impact assessment, social impact assessment, all this not been done. There should have been a tender. On that basis they should have selected the architects for this building. Nothing has been done. Just because they are close to the people in power, this has been this thing, and these people who have been allotted or doctored have never had done such a project before, such a project of magnitude in size and grandeur. And they have done some building in IIM Ahmedabad, adjacent building to the old building. They have created a concrete monolith which is soulless, because we are talking about we are talking about constructing a new parliament building, and this thing they should reflect the democratic nature of India. But so far what the buildings they have designed and built so far not been to the mark at all. So all these questions, and apart from that, India is a poor country. We have the 75th year is nothing great. 25th year has passed and 50th year passed. We have to think about 100 year when it comes in 2047. Where if India, the first priority is removal of poverty. India has the highest number of poor people in the world. Whatever criteria you take, whether World Bank criteria or our own criteria by Planning Commission, whatever it is, India has the highest number of poor. Still people die of hunger in India. Highest number of people with malnutrition. Children die. Highest amount of people, children die in India. CPR, IPR, the mortality rate for children, CMR, child mortality rate, and infant mortality rate, MMR. We spend not even 3% on education. We hardly spend 1.5% on health. Public health and public education are the priorities. India is headquarters of all diseases in the world, whether it is TB, whether it is pneumonia, whether it is chikungunya, anything, cholera. Still many children are not vaccinated. So the quality of education, if we do, I think it's better not to talk about all those things. So I think the focus should be on all those things. Let us remove poverty. Let us remove inequality. Let us uplift the people, the living standard of people. Let us improve our rank in UNDP's Human Development Index. Let us focus upon development of it. Let us build infrastructure. We are not ICAR has not been reduced since 91. It is still at 4.5. So let us create employment for all. Let us build infrastructure for all. Let us build houses for all. Let us build roads for all. Let us provide electricity for all. Let us give internet connection for all. Let us provide let us work on ports and railways. So these are the things we should be right now focusing upon, rather than some project which doesn't give any benefit to anybody. We have got functional ministries. Forget a North Block and South Block. All other ministries also, even North Block and South Block, if they have got other building, for example, many other buildings also, External Affairs Ministry works also, because they need more spaces and all that. But there is no urgent need, pressing need at this present moment to go for such projects and all that. Maybe the government has not thought about it, or just want to showcase that they did something. This is not the real development. The real development comes when all the people of India, when we say that there is no poverty in India, that is the real thing that we should be aiming at. So I think at least taking note of the present situation in India, the pandemic which is spreading like anything, I think the better sense should prevail at least now, and the government should not stand on ego, and listen to the saner voices, and cancel this project, because they have just they know no work has been started. At least they have just awarded that thing to their favorite group in from Ahmedabad. So let us cancel this. Let us work together for a better India. That's much better. Let us think about a grand new Acropolis in 2047 when it comes, right?